How mitaki apina. Ia chante washtena pitches apilona. Chanale hihanekina hake ehanke han wichoya kan wahieloncha. Oblakingtona. I'm gonna tell you the legend of Lover's Leap, a old Lakota story. And there's variations of it, but I'm gonna tell you the way that I heard it a long time ago. So Lover's Leap is part of Red Cloud Buttes, and it's located in Fort Robinson State Park in northwestern Nebraska. So not far from the Pine Ridge Reservation. And if you go there, you can still see the old Red Cloud Agency. That was what's left of it is still there that you can see. The story goes, the way that I heard it was this was a favorite camping area for the Lakotas to make camp. And at this time when this event happened, there was a camp there, and in this camp there was a young man and a young woman, and they were in love with each other. And the boy, he wanted to marry this girl, and he went to go talk to the father to see if he could get permission to marry his daughter. So when he went and talked to the father rejected it because at that time, in Lakota culture, there's a transition from a boy into a man, and there's certain things that they would have had to do to show that they have transitioned. So maybe they take part in onase, like the large buffalo hunts. Um, Maybe they go to war as a water carrier. Um, so they support those war parties as a young boy and take care of horses, get wood for a fire if they need it, um, go get water, just different things. They're like a gopher. Josh, but at while they're doing that, they're being taught things about how to take part in a war party. And this young boy had not done any of those things yet, and the father explained that to him. And so they were feeling down, this boy and this girl. But as fate would have it, uh, about a month or two later, the scouts had returned and said that there was a Shoshone war party that was spotted, and so meetings were held, and a uh, Lakota war party was assembled to go out and intercept these Shoshone that was in their country. And this boy, he had an idea, and he thought that if he could follow that war party when they left, that he would hide, and when the battle started, or when this fight started with the Shoshone, he could rush into there, and then maybe he could count coup, take a horse, steal a horse, or kill an enemy or something. But that he would take part in it, and then that way he would prove himself that he was no longer a boy. So that's what he did. So he stayed far behind the war party, and when they eventually met up with the Shoshone, he rushed there into that fight. And because he had no idea of what he was doing, they quickly dispatched him. And so after the Shoshone were defeated, the Lakota warriors, they noticed this boy's body. He was dead on the ground. So they collected him up and brought him back to the camp. When the warriors were bringing his body back to the camp, the young girl that he was in love with saw his body, and she began to mourn. She began to cry. And the people couldn't comfort her. She cried. And she went off by herself up into these buttes. And she was mourning up there. She was crying all day and night. And nobody could comfort her. And so on one of the mornings, they heard her singing a song. And they looked up to those buttes and they saw her at the edge of those buttes. And she was singing the song over and over again. And after she sang the song for the final time, she stepped off of the buttes. Ichikte. This girl that sang the song, this is the song she was singing. We cha shala wa te wa khela kon wa we gla king de un shelo. And the words to this is, there was a young man I loved. I will surely see him again. And this is what she sang and then stepped off that butte. I guess the moral or the lesson, ichi, wichoya kekelena, na aloa na wonspe wa ikrakena. And there's the way it was explained to me, because the question had come up in the past to me, that if we sing the song and the story, is it not honoring the act of what this girl did? And is that not a good thing to honor? And the way that it was explained to me, the moral or the lesson, was that this song and this story had less to do with this girl and what she did, but has to do with the boy. And it's a reminder that you can't make decisions based on emotions. That whenever you do something in life, don't do it based on your emotions, because it never turns out good. And he was eager to marry her because he was motivated by that love. And in doing that, he neglected to do the necessary steps that he should have done in order to be able to survive a battle. He should have started out as a water carrier. He should have gone along and picked up knowledge and advice on how to fight. And he didn't do that. He wanted to jump ahead. And so that is why that happened. And so the other part of that is there's steps in life that you can't just jump far ahead because you want to. There's things that you need to do. You have to crawl before you can walk, they say. And so I was told that this song, originally, maybe a long time ago, it was a love song. And then over the years, it became a Sundance song. And so it's sung at many Sundances. There'll be a time when you'll hear this song being sung. And now when you hear that song being sung at a Sundance, then you'll know the story about it and maybe take some advice from it. Because even to Sundance or to do things in life like that, there's a learning process to it. And so maybe it could be a reminder. Ash, chahe chegla, chatona anachopta nakapi hechina wopila, ichichiapalo. That is it. And thank you for listening.